Being a human in a 3D Earth, um, highly dysfunctional. Um, I think it's mostly because uh, humans in 3D Earth have to use words to communicate with other humans. And language is very difficult because, if you're typing responses to long threads of people on the internet, um, people kind of just, you know, glaze their eyes over what they see. And a lot of times people don't get either the words or the pictures. Some of the things, it's like a joke. Some people will get your joke right from the get go. And some other people will look and look and look and try and figure out, what am I missing? This is supposed to be funny. This is supposed to, be humorous. It's supposed to be, and they just look at it. Sometimes that's me. Sometimes I just don't get it. I'm looking, I'm trying to see, trying to grasp the humor, and sometimes you just can't get it. And um, this is the problem with words and pictures. It's because we are sending information through symbols. Words are basically symbols for that we use to describe ideas, and pictures are, in essence, symbols of whatever the pictures are supposed to mean. And if there's a juxtaposition of something in there and it's humorous to me, maybe someone will pick it up as well, maybe someone won't. This is what they call the human condition. And you have to have a very thick skin as a human. I think everyone knows by now, because some people will not get you, not bother to really, I don't know, maybe it's really pretty much impossible to research what people are all about. I mean, sometimes people will make a Facebook comment, and you'll, sometimes what I'll do is I'll click on them and I'll take a look at their Facebook homepage and try and get some kind of a feel for who they are, what they're about. And a lot of people, it's just selfies. And, it's like, if you're a selfieaholic, then I really can't get very much about what you're all about. Um, the ad hominem attack, which basically means attack the person rather than what they're talking about, is very common. And I've used it sometimes when I've been very frustrated myself. Um, when are we going to get telepathy? Because I do see telepathy as being the solution to a lot of our communication problems. You don't think there's ever going to be telepathy? Well, in the ancient Sanskrit, which is the ancient languages of India, they do talk about the human superpowers, telepathy being one of them. And why should that make a difference to us? Uh, well, it's just not a new idea, and it must have come from somewhere, and it comes from ancient India. Should we believe it as a mythology that it's real or not? Um, well, I mean, the most famous idea about telepathy is, you know, the phone rings and your intuition tells you who it is, and maybe it's not 100% right, but quite often people with good intuition do know who it is that's on the phone. Anyways, I believe telepathy is real, and I know most humans don't use it at the current time. But perhaps we will evolve our consciousnesses to the point where we do have telepathy. And in that particular occasion, um, the problems we have with communication should subside because there's so much more information that comes through telepathy than verbal communication. In the meantime, I'm working on trying to be tolerant when people call me dumb. People who don't know anything about me just call me dumb because they don't see the things that I see. The case in point today was people protesting an oil pipeline, and they went to their protest using a diesel powered bus. To me, that is dumb. But some people say I'm insensitive because it's Aboriginal land. And I say, that's dumb. Aboriginal land, land you get just because of your ancestral race, I think that's dumb. I think every human that's born on the planet, whatever color skin and whatever body and whatever family they end up in, is an accident of birth. And, the idea that you're born into a billionaire's family and you get everything because the billionaire has got all the money, or you get a vast tract of land because you're of a certain race, it just smacks me as unfair. And I know everything on planet Earth, maybe planet Earth is all about teaching you that life is unfair. Nevertheless, being someone here and seeing things that are clearly unfair, I am a change agent, and I like to wave my red flag in front of bulls who like to charge at it because what do you want to do? Do you want to continue the same patterns that our ancestors had, that was racism and rule by the rich? Or do you want to say, well, I don't like it. It just feels wrong to me. And things are not working out very well for the general human population. No one seems terribly happy. Maybe we need to make radical changes. So here I am, Mr. Radical Change Agent, and that's what I do. Generally speaking, I call for change, and I know a lot of the systems that we have inherited and the enormous populations of our countries makes being a change agent exceptionally difficult. But that's no reason not to be a change agent just because it's difficult. Hello, neighbor. Have you seen Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, the Tom Hanks movie? Um, Tom Hanks did a marvelous job of playing a heart centered human, someone who is genuinely interested in other humans. I used to be a Tom Hanks, Mr. Rogers kind of person, genuinely interested in other humans. Somewhere along the line, I found it too difficult. Today's comic was Charlie Brown in bed with the dog Snoopy, and Charlie Brown saying to Snoopy, "I don't want to get out of bed today. It's too people-y out there." Hello, I'm Charlie Brown.